Number 8. The focus lock. Everyone has experienced it at least once. You sit down to do something completely ordinary. Read, work, scroll, and suddenly an hour disappears. Not because the task was interesting, because something in it triggered a state your brain has been running for 2 million years. Scientists call it flow. Psychologists study it as peak performance. But a 2019 paper out of the University of Chicago reframed the entire conversation. Flow states don't emerge randomly. They emerge specifically when a task matches 3 ancient hunting criteria: a moving target, an uncertain outcome, and a required physical or mental response. Your brain cannot distinguish between tracking a deer through dense forest and tracking a deadline through a difficult problem. The neurochemical signature is identical. Norepinephrine sharpens focus. Dopamine rewards forward progress. Time perception compresses because a hunting brain cannot afford to monitor the clock. Your brain isn't broken when it refuses to focus on boring tasks. It's waiting for something worth hunting. Number 7. The danger yawn. You have been told your entire life that yawning means you're tired or bored. That explanation has almost no scientific support. A researcher named Andrew Gallup at SUNY Oneonta spent years studying yawning across species and arrived at a conclusion that reframes the entire behavior. Yawning is a brain cooling mechanism. The stretching jaw increases blood flow. The deep inhale floods cooler air toward the base of the skull. Core brain temperature drops measurably within seconds. Brain temperature spikes during 2 specific states: exhaustion and heightened alertness before danger. Soldiers report contagious yawning immediately before combat. Skydivers yawn on the way up. Athletes yawn in the tunnel before they walk out. Your body is not shutting down. It is cooling its hardware before maximum load. The most alert version of you yawns first. Number 6. The tunnel. Ask anyone who has been in a genuine emergency, and they will describe the same thing without being prompted. Sound disappeared. Peripheral vision collapsed. Time slowed. Every detail of a single point in space became impossibly sharp. This is not a psychological quirk. It is a precision targeting system. The human visual field under normal conditions spans roughly 200 degrees. Under acute stress, the brain deliberately narrows that field to approximately 30 degrees and floods that narrow cone with every available cognitive resource. Researchers at the University of Toronto confirmed that threat perception doesn't just change where you look. It physically alters how your visual cortex processes information in real time. Hunters cannot afford to see everything equally. A hunting brain needs one thing: the target, rendered in maximum resolution, while everything irrelevant disappears. It is not a malfunction. It is the hunt beginning. Number 5. Meat hunger. There is a specific craving that arrives after extended stress, poor sleep, or intense physical output that no amount of carbohydrates fully resolves. Experimental research published in Appetite in 2021 found that craving for animal protein intensifies measurably after cortisol spikes, the exact hormone released during physical exertion and perceived threat. Your ancestors didn't eat after the hunt to celebrate. They ate after the hunt because the hunt itself had physically damaged them, and the prey was the repair kit. The craving tells you something the calendar doesn't. Your system registered what just happened as a hunt, and hunts end with a meal. Number 4. The pre-sleep scan. Most people lie down at night and find that the mind accelerates rather than slows. Every unresolved conversation, every uncertain outcome, every incomplete task rises to the surface the moment the environment goes quiet. A 2022 review in Nature Reviews Neuroscience described what they called threat consolidation, a process in which the brain uses the transition into sleep to systematically catalog unresolved dangers from the preceding period. Not to torment you, to prepare you for tomorrow. The people who sleep most easily are not the least stressed. They are the people whose threat audit comes back clear, whose hunts for the day reached a resolution. The mind that won't quiet down at night isn't anxious, it's thorough. Number 3. Pack silence. Put two people who trust each other completely in the same room, and something unusual happens. They stop needing to fill the silence. This is not social comfort. This is a precision communication system that predates language by millions of years. Researchers studying cooperative behavior in early human groups found that hunting parties operated primarily in silence, coordinated through micro-expressions, gaze direction, and subtle postural shifts. The discomfort of silence between strangers isn't social awkwardness. It is the absence of established nonverbal protocol. You don't know this person's signals. You are relaxed around them because your hunting brain has already classified them as a reliable member of the same party. Number 2. The chase response. There is a specific internal shift that happens the moment something becomes difficult to obtain. A job that seemed ordinary becomes urgent the moment someone else wants it. A person who seemed fine becomes compelling the moment they become unavailable. A 2023 paper in Evolution and Human Behavior traced the mechanism further back than either framework reaches. The human reward system does not activate at acquisition. It activates at pursuit. A hunt with a guaranteed result is not a hunt, it is a chore. The brain treats it accordingly. It was built for the chase, and it performs best when the outcome is genuinely in question. Number 1. The post-hunt crash. You finish something significant, a project, a competition, an argument you were prepared for, a difficult conversation you had been building toward. And within hours, sometimes within minutes, something unexpected arrives. Not relief, not satisfaction, a specific, heavy emptiness, flatness, a version of yourself that cannot explain why it feels deflated at the exact moment it should feel proud. A 2021 paper in Psychoneuroendocrinology studied testosterone and cortisol levels in individuals immediately following high-stakes competitive events. The hormonal profile of a person who has just succeeded at something genuinely difficult is almost identical to the hormonal profile of exhaustion and mild depression. Modern psychology calls it post-achievement depression and treats it as a malfunction, something to fix, something to overcome. You are not broken after a win. You are depleted after a hunt. It was built to find the next one.